The only other time something similar has happened was a few years ago. I had to do a speech a couple hours after I found out my grandmother died. Yeah, I just felt like, yeah, it's tough. So I'm in Lafayette, Indiana at Purdue University. I'm in the basement right now, one floor below the auditorium where I'm going to be speaking in this ginormous room. It holds 6,000 people, although I think there'll only be about 2,300 people there. Wow, it looks super weird right now. I'm in like a sci-fi movie. Do I look like an alien? Hello, I'm an alien. The lighting's really strong. The room is ginormous. I think the crowd will be very energized. Hello, internets. I'm at a blue denim jacket convention. Just kidding. It's Indiana FFA! Alright, I'll put that on my Instagram and Facebook story. So, there's a friend of mine who was on the US amputee soccer team.
My name is Robert.
What do you think about that one? He's actually the first amputee that I ever played soccer with. Like, he came to visit me while I was in college to sort of tell me about the sport and teach me a little bit about the game.
You know, Robert, the problem with the world today is that people just aren't aware of amputee soccer. I think we should make them aware. We should make them aware.
We've been messaging on Facebook recently, and he had written me his phone number and said, hey, call me anytime so we can catch up.
Let's do that right now. We need to bring this sport to the world. And no better place for the world than the mall. It's all about awareness.
I was going to, I had a to-do list. Finally, I called him this past Sunday when I was on my way to the airport. I got his voicemail. I left a voicemail. Right here. I didn't hear anything back, and then just a couple hours ago today, I found out that yeah, he actually passed away on Saturday. Like, he was in a really bad accident, and yeah, he was engaged. He was actually going to get married this weekend. It's just like, it's hard when you're a motivational speaker. Of course, you have to bring a certain like emotion or energy, or like that's what people are expecting of you. And I find I can push through like being tired or being irritated or angry, or I don't know, any negative, like not any negative, but like a lot of negative emotions. I can push through and like still deliver something positive on stage. But in a situation like this, it's just hard. That was kind of a little bit of a downer. Got a few minutes now before I speak, and it's time to turn up the energy a lot, because that's what you gotta do to hold the attention of thousands of people. It's like when I found out that news this morning, it was disbelief. I was like, no. He messaged me on Facebook last week. Like, I heard his voice on his voicemail on Sunday. And that's how it felt when I held my leg. I was like, how could this be that it's gonna be gone? Thank you very much, Indiana FFA! Backstage after my speech, which actually went really well. I was really, I don't know, I just felt weird energy beforehand. Like myself, my own emotions. But the room was great. The students were really excited. There was like some organic stuff that happened, which was funny. Is this the staff from like, is this some kind of important ceremonial thing? Am I gonna be struck by lightning? Which I love when stuff goes wrong or stuff's weird. Well, it's here. I don't know who owns this, but it's right here for you if you need it. Cause like that's just the best comedy.
There it is.
Oh, thank God, I'm so glad you found it. I did talk about my friend Robert, who passed away. Just felt like the right thing to do. Before the speech I was worried about, like I feel this sadness and maybe I can't motivate people with that. But what I've always said is, like, the most inspirational thing is people being real, like people sharing their real emotions, and that's what my real emotions were tonight.
Hey, do you guys know if the weight room is that way or this way? That way? This way? Speaking of that.
Flex Force, Matt.
High camera.
Oh, sorry, you can't, man. My fault. Yeah, I know.